Hi everyone, it's Captain Magpie's channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. Today's video will be previewing our round 5 clash against Gold Coast Suns, in which I will be attendance to. If you are returning Captain Magpies, welcome, like, comment, share. If you're new to the channel, watch this for the first time, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now, what a busy week for us. Now, the Gold Coast Suns, they're coming off really disappointing performances. You know, they haven't been that great this year. They're normally up there. They got absolutely beaten by the Cats at home as well. They really weren't that good of a team. But one thing that the Gold Coast Suns do give you is that they give you a lot of looks going forward. They don't defend well. If you're efficient inside 50 better than what they are, you definitely got a chance. Now, considering that the Gold Coast Suns have played on Saturday, I don't think they played any more than that. So that they were only playing once, so it should be an interesting game. But I definitely do feel like if we can come out and play a lot better, I think we should get the job done as well. So it is going to be interesting. I know we've been struggling a fair bit this year, but we've got a few players that are playing, so I think in that way it'll be a lot better for us as well. But we'll definitely have a look at the game as well, and while I'm at it, let's get straight into it, shall we? Now, we're averaging 198 disposals to 229, and I think they like to control the footy a lot more. They like to have more games where they can be, so good in their performances. Like, they'll do something to footy, but they won't do a lot of damage on the scoreboard. And when you talk about contested and uncontested, they're mainly more of an uncontested team. Now, they had 112 uncontested to 102, and then I feel like that would be the only way that they would see it. They had a draw against the Giants, but they're not a very good attacking team. They're very good defensively. And again, in this game, they had more contested possessions than uncontested. So they're trying to get their game going as much as possible. And when you look at round 2 as well, they lost to the Blues by a point. And in that particular game, they had less disposals, but they want to have more uncontested. So they want to try and take as many uncontested marks as possible to really try and slow the game down and really get the ball on their terms and play like a slower brand of footy. They can play quick, but not as much. And then the contested side of it, again against the Saints, 110 to uncontested 128. So if we are to win this game, I think we really need to be smart when we get the footy, and obviously make this as a running game. They don't like to score as freely, and it just shows you that they more worry about defence than anything else. They don't want to score. Points against, they concede a lot, 61.3, and we only conceding 57.8. So I think for me is that both teams leak, and it'll be interesting to see who gets the win here as well. So it should be an interesting game. Now, while I will say, and my top 5 for this week, number 1, I think it's our defence. I think our defence, at times, we tend to struggle a little bit because, we're not doing enough in defence. Like, we need to make a few changes and really start looking to get the ball inside 50 as well and look to attack. And if we can do that, it does go a long way for us to win the game as well. And particularly our defensive pressure is off. The amount of times that I saw the Bulldogs get easy ball and not able to use it. So I think that's the only problem for me that I see it, is that they want to, have more disposals, but they want to have more uncontested than they do contested. So if we can make it a contested style game and then get an uncontested game going, we're certainly a chance. Number 2 for me is just our turnovers. Our basic turnovers, just we're running too far. We're pushing up the ground. We're trying to get a kick instead of trying to hold a couple back so we can at least compete for a mark. If we can't mark it, bring the ball to ground. I think that's pretty obvious in number 2 that we really need to work on it. And if we can just hold our structure a little bit, it does go a long way for us to really win the game, and hopefully we can get on the scoreboard as much as we possibly can by at least holding our structure and then at least looking to score. Number 3 is finishing off the game well. Now, my issue is that we don't finish the game off well. We finish poorly. If we can just keep it where it needs to be, we have a chance to really win this game. I don't want to see anything other than get off to a good start, kicking 1 point in the second or third quarter, and then going goalless and holding scoreless as well in the last quarter. Our first quarter is normally where we can score. Our second and third quarters where it generally lets us down. And that's been the issue this year, and we really need to work on it. Number 4, game plan and tactics. I think for me, we need to come out and attack the Gold Coast Suns, pull a lot of heat on it. The tackling, they're averaging 59 tackles, we're averaging 70. So if we can just keep that pressure on and really out-tackle them and get some hold on the balls and get some ball ups, repeat stoppages in our forward half, it certainly does give us a lot of chance. And also tactically, if we can just hold our defence, hold our midfields and hold our forwards as well, and look to try and have a target inside 50 as well. So that's something that I'm looking forward to as well, and hopefully we can get the job done with that. And number 5, I think it's our forward line. We really need to take our chances in front of goal, and for me, I think that's the way that I do see it, but we'll definitely see what does happen as well. Tips, I think we'll win by 9 points. I really do think it will be close. This is the last time I'm going to tip Collingwood, and if we don't win, oh God help me, I'm absolutely going to cop it on a Friday as well if we do lose to the Gold Coast Suns, because we got Richmond, who are 3rd, and they're playing really good. So we really got to start performing well. Hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to drop a like, also drop a sub. Until next time, bye for now.